This is the final movement of the blue level. This is a great movement to have in your repertoire, and it's all coming up.
There's a wind and it's blowing. There's a current that's running deep. I can't see but I know it. That something's not what it's meant to be. Hearing brother against brother now. Anger grows.
Hey everyone, I'm Alden, founder and creator of Dance Systems. I've been lucky enough to teach people from all over the world, from different cultures, different backgrounds, and of course different dance levels and experience. And I must say it's been amazing to see them achieve their results using this method. So let's get into the content. The step we are going to be considering is the cross step. Now this is a great step. It has a lot of flair, and also what's nice about it is it's a great positioning step. This step enables a lead to turn the partner 180 degrees, so in the other direction, which is extremely useful, especially if you're on the dance floor. It's really important to know how to maneuver the craft of dance. Where you see a gap, it's important to be able to move into a gap or to move in a certain direction. So knowing where a step starts and where it finishes is very important. Okay, so also note the video follows a really good structure. We're going to be talking about explaining the followers' movements and considerations. We're then going to be talking about the leads. After that, it'll be how to actually lead the step. We'll then go into a partner explanation. And then we're going to finish off with a great follow along. Please note, at the end, there's a very good bonus, and I would hang around and watch to the end of the clip, because this bonus will not only make the step look better, but it'll help you with your fundamental understanding of dance and also movement and balance.
Reality and dreams are now the same. And if you ever forget.
So let's get into the content. Followers, you're up first. Let me talk you through the step. So as always, starting from our ready position. So to get to our ready position, we're going to shift weight into the left hip and let the right knee pop forward. Great. Now we're going to go with step 1, which is a 90-degree pivot. So I'm going to pivot 90 degrees and notice my other leg coming forward. So that's step 1. Step 2 is I step through with my arc step. Step 3, I lock in my compass turn. Step 4, I'm transferring my weight. Step 5, stepping out. And step 6, I'm closing. So let me show you from this angle. So from my ready position, I'm pivoting 90 degrees, 1, setting up my arc step, 2, locking in my compass turn, 3, bringing it back to the kitten waiting position, stepping out 5, and closing 6, holding 7 and 8. So follows a couple of really good tips to note. First thing is, when we're doing our pivots, it's a really good idea to slightly draw your right foot back. So if you think about it, this is our ready position and we're getting ready to do our pivot. Just slide your right foot slightly back, and now pressing on the ball of your right foot, you're able then to set up your pivot. And this makes for a really easy and good rotation. Please do watch to the bonus section where we really get into how to make this work. But really what you're trying to achieve is a pivot that looks like that, and I do that by pressing into my right foot and then activating my left foot, and always on the front part of the foot in order to make it. Second tip that I wanted to give you is, as you step through with your arc step, please keep the step small and natural. That way you can really set up your balance from when you lock in your compass turns. Remember, with your compass turns, you really want to lock it in nice and firm to stop any wobbling. Okay. Now, another tip that I want to mention is that when you're doing your pivots, what you're trying to do is to stop any head bouncing or any up and down movements. And in order to do that, and again we go into this further in the bonus section, we want to keep our knees nice and soft, because if you keeping them hard or straightening and closing, you're going to get that bouncing effect. And now for the quick reference. So from the ready position, we're stepping 1 with a 90-degree pivot, stepping 2 with our arc step, 3 locking in our compass turn, drawing it back 4, stepping across 5 and closing 6, holding for 7 and 8. So from this angle, ready position, drawing that foot back, there's our pivot for 1, arc is 2, compass 3, kitten waiting position 4, stepping across 5 and closing 6. I hope you're enjoying the content and finding real value. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on any of the new content coming out. Leads, you're up next. So here we go. So for the lead, let's start with our first step. So obviously from the ready position always, we're going to take our first step, which is just a hook step. So I'm literally taking my left leg and I'm hooking slightly behind my right foot. Please notice this isn't a big step and this isn't small, just enough to be able to clear it and hold your balance. Okay, so that'll be your step number 1. Step number 2 is I'm just transferring my weight into my left leg and I'm opening just into a natural open position on 2. Third is I'm stepping back towards my partner on the third step. Fourth, I'm coming into the waiting position. Then all I'm doing is I'm stepping across 5 and closing 6. Also, just to note, as I mentioned at the start of the video, this is a great way from the leads perspective. We note we're starting this way, but we're going to end up this way, which is really important to understand the dance direction and floor craft. Couple points here for the leads. Please feel free to see the link below in previous videos where we talk about the turn step, because this cross step is actually a combination of a hook step, and then all I'm doing from this position is the turn step, which is actually covered in detail, which is a really, really nice way of learning. Rather learn small micro movements and put them together to make more complex movements. So for the leads, let's have a look at the quick reference. Okay, so from the starting position, I'm going to go into my ready position always. So here we go. So 1, hook step and arm. 1, stepping across. 2, make sure you balance. Right, stepping through 3, looking for 4, stepping 5 and closing 6. And from this angle, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, close 6. So how do we actually lead this step? Okay, so let's talk about it. So from the ready position, we of course be transferring the weight into the right hip and we're making our partner connection. And please keep watching, because when we do our partner section, I'm going to point out exactly where these connections are. So that would be our ready position. Now, the first step we do is as I hook, I'm opening my elbow and I'm bringing my elbow into my side. Please note I'm not jamming it in, but all I'm doing is that. And that is the movement that actually opens your partner on the pivot. So let's just have a look at that. And the whole trick to this exercise is to coordinate your right hand or your right arm and your left foot happening at the same time. So that's the open there. 1. Show you again. So 1. Okay. So once we've done that 1, all I'm doing over there is nothing after that. I'm just transferring my weight to the center, and from there I'm gently encouraging my partner to step through. So just a little bit of pressure with the right hand. I wouldn't even say the hand, I'd just say with your frame. It's a slight shift here. Then again, as your partner travels through, all you do is collect your partner in your frame and step forward and push forward to the waiting position there. And from there, you just hold your frame, step out and close. Okay, so I'll just show you one more time from this angle, also for our quick reference. If you have a look, so I'm opening 1, coordinating that movement there. Stepping across 2, inviting your partner through 3, and going forward, looking for the knee connection. Stepping across and open and closing. So guys, all the trick to this is just an open on the elbow side and then inviting your partner through. Guys, so let's talk about the partner and the partner explanation and what are the key points to consider when partnering up to do this. Okay, so let's run through it from this angle first. So this is the start. I've got my weight 50-50. I'm not shifting left or right, but now I go into my ready position. So as I shift into my ready position, which as I always say should be on 8 before you start stepping, please get your partner ready before you step. So there's my knee connection. Now we're ready to start. Okay, so here is 1. So all I'm doing is, again, from my first connection, I'm bringing in my elbow to the side and maybe just a slight invitation. I'm also opening my partner here, but there's no force here. Most of the lead is coming just from bringing my right arm into my side. So there it is, 1. Can you see how we're perfectly balanced? Also, just to note the angles, you want your partner facing away at 90 degrees. Okay. Next, I'm going to step my partner through. As my partner steps, that's me coming into my open position that I discussed before. For your partner, that is the arc step. Now from 3, I invite my partner through. And as I'm inviting my partner through, I'm just keeping my frame, letting my partner transfer back into the waiting position. There's no force whatsoever. And most importantly, again, I'm making my leg connection or my thigh connection here, and now I'm just opening and closing. So let me show you from this angle. So again, here we go. So ready position, and I bring it, there it is. There it is. I bring my partner through, waiting for the thigh connection, opening and closing. Okay. A tip just to mention while you're in partner is please be conscious of where your partner's weight is during the step. If you feel that your partner is slightly unbalanced, rather just slow down a little, never force, and let your partner gain balance again before finishing the step. So the first time you start practicing this, it might take just a few times just to find each other's balance as you do it. So we're starting ready position. And we're starting 1. Inviting 2. Compass turn 3. That's the part that might need a bit of balance, a bit of understanding with the balance. Bringing it through, 4. There's my thigh connection. Pushing away. 5 and closing 6. And leads, I would also say it's a really good idea to keep a good posture and a good frame throughout the movement so that your partner can feel it. And as I always say, the follower should also carry the follower's weight, not lean too much on the lead. And that way it makes it extremely light and enjoyable to dance. Practice this one. Might need 1 or 2 goes.
Sometimes we get lost in the rush of it all. The weight of the world gets in the way. Try Gotta remember things are changing, but our love is always staying the same. And if you ever forget how good we've got it, think of it like this. Tell me something that's better than jumping in your car, windows down in the dark, yeah. My head resting on your shoulder, the night gets a little colder, I'm moving a little closer. No, I never saw it coming. Now I see forever in a moment with you. I wouldn't give it up for nothing, yeah, this is it. Tell me something that's better than this. The wonders of the world got nothing on us. Billions of stars spell out our names. Reality and dreams are now the same.
You made it to the bonus section. Well done, guys. All right, so I'm going to be giving bonus for the lead and for the follow. Follows, let's start off with you. Now, there are 2 tips that I wanted to give you that will really help make this step look great and also feel great. Please, it's really important to have the look and the feel of it. And an exercise that I wanted to give you. The first tip that I wanted to give you is the kitten waiting position, or the waiting position that we have. There's a great exercise to practice when you get a minute literally to do. Always step back on your right and then just bring your left leg back in. So you're stepping 1 and 2, step back 3 and 4. So it should be 1, 2, 3 and 4. Couple things to practice during this movement. Number 1 is my head is not moving up and down. I'm stepping 1 and 2, keeping everything level, coming back 3 and 4. Also, a styling point is you've got the option of just moving your left leg slightly across your center. Just adds a little bit of styling, and I think it's a really good look, but that is a completely personal choice. That's the first tip that I wanted to give you, and that's really important to step that you should feel super balanced when you're doing this. Please note all your weight should be transferred into your right leg, and your left leg should be free to move. Later on, when we introduce other movements, the idea is you'll be able to move in any direction if your weight is correctly transferred into your right leg. Okay, so that's the first thing. Second one that I wanted to say also takes a little bit of practice, and this is your compass turns. So have a look at this. First of all, I'm using a body rise. So here's my body rise, and I'm creating these really nice lines. Please note it's tall and small. It's not bent and long, it's tall and small. And a great exercise to do is just to do 90-degree turns from this position. Have a look. So here is 1, here is 2, here is 3, and here is 4. Later on, once you've perfected the 90, you can also do 180s. Okay. Notice to use my brake, I'm using my back foot and I'm just tapping down on it. And another tip that I wanted to give you is when you're doing your compass turns, please try and push your legs together, because the whole idea is you don't want this to look loose and wobbly. You really want it to look really sharp and just, you know, obeying the 90-degree angle. There, there, and there. Okay. Some nice practice exercises. Leads. Let's talk about your bonus tip here. What's really important is during this step as well, that there are moments in this step where you are carrying your partner or a little bit of your partner's weight. So you've also got to get super confident in your own movement so that you feel secure carrying your own weight, but at times also being able to carry your partner a little. And a great way to do this is the exact opposite. So what I'm going to do is always stepping forward with the left and bringing in your waiting position. This is when you make the thigh or the knee connection. Step back, 3 and 4. So I'd be stepping back 1 and 2, and test yourself. Once you've stepped, lift your right leg. It should be able to come off nice and easy, because before, as I say in the step, you could step out to the side and close, or of course you can step back, which we'll cover on in later videos. So for the lead, again, let me show you from this angle. I'm going to be stepping forward 1 and 2. stepping back, 3 and 4. One more tip that I wanted to give for the lead: as you're bringing in your right knee, looking for the connection, please don't kick. That's not the way forward here. What you want to do is literally just bring your leg in until you feel your partner's knee, and at that moment you can push out. Remember, control your movements, feel the movement right throughout the flow of the movement. And the more solid you feel in your own movement, the nicer, first of all, the dance looks, and the more confident you actually feel as a dancer. I hope you're enjoying the content. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, smash that notification bell. Also, feel free to leave any comments or questions below. I'd love to get back to you.
Sometimes we get lost in the rush of it all. The weight of the world gets in the way, drives us apart at the end of the day. Yeah, sometimes when we think that we're doing it wrong, we gotta remember things are changing, but our love is always staying the same. And if you ever forget how good we've got it, think of it like this. Tell me something that's better than jumping in your car, windows down in the dark, yeah. My head resting on your shoulder, the night gets a little colder, I'm moving a little closer. No, I never saw it coming, now I see forever in a moment with you. I wouldn't give it up for nothing, yeah, this is it. Tell me something that's better than this. The one